Et donc on se retrouve pour une nouvelle quête ici, aventure littéraire. Paymon et vous aimeriez trouver le tome de Liu du guide de voyage en Teyvat à la librairie Wanvend de Liu pour organiser votre exploration de la région. Let's go, on va aller chercher ça. C'est par là-bas. Mais si, overall, je pense que Sucrose est meilleur que Barbara. Mais pour avoir Sucrose de manière définitive dans ma team, j'aimerais bien avoir un autre élément avec mon voyageur. On m'a dit, entre autres, que l'élément Dendro était vraiment balèze. Mais qu'il est assez loin. Alors, une petite librairie. Dans 2 secondes, Paiement, on va lui demander, mais avant, on fouille un peu. Incroyable. Librairie à ciel ouvert. Alors.
Looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat travel guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Son style n'a pas fait l'unanimité.
The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Xingqiu village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books?
Wow, qui est cette personne mystérieuse?
Is there a chance that volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection?
C'est vrai que tu m'as fait un peu peur.
Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Xingqiu, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Qingce and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth?
Oh, je sais pas. On voyage avec des étrangers comme ça, là? Ça se fait un bout de chemin, quand même. Par contre, la veste est incroyable. Hein. Incroyable. Ta veste, mon ami. Du coup, ce qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va se téléporter directement, hein, puisqu'on a la chance d'avoir des petites épées dans le coin. Et ça me fait un peu mal de l'admettre, mais j'ai éprouvé de l'affection pour Paymon, de la sympathie. Oui, de l'affection, c'est trop fort. De la sympathie pour Paymon récemment. Voilà, ça m'a un peu surpris. C'est où? C'est par là? Je prends le petit chat. Voilà, Paymon, officiellement on la déteste, mais on a fait une petite quête ensemble. Elle m'a dit des choses et bon. Ça devrait pas durer, t'inquiète. Ouais, je pense. Les quêtes, je les prends après, je les fais par lieu, Max. Qu'est-ce qui se passe, Monsieur Chang le 9e?
And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat travel guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, The family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection.
Oh, la tristesse.
Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means?
Putain, même endetté, je ne vends pas mes bouquins perso. Est-ce que t'es triste?
That was my life's work.
Mon
I
gros.
devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring for them, and now they're gone. Gone, I tell you. It's useless ranting and raving
Yo,
at you
Capi.
like this.
La forme.
All I can do is try to save enough Mora to buy them back. Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye. Off you go. Go on, go.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd. There's a title I haven't heard in a long time.
Toujours malade. Bah, écoute, moi, je commence à être malade. Tout va bien.
But we don't.
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown at the time it was published, but over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of imitation works. Barely any copies of the first edition were ever printed.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the original story.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The
J'aurais jamais cru dire ça, mais arrêtez de parler de livres. Hein.
I could never bring myself
Go faire la bagarre.
how much I needed the money.
You mean you still have it?
Yes. It is my one and only
Oh, bizarre.
treasure.
Bizarre. Ah. Moi, je trouvais ça bizarre aussi.
Nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the Corlapis or not? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with
Oh, bah ok.
outside, you're messing with
Incroyable, qu'est-ce qu'il fait là?
Oh, you again. But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy my collection back.
That's your business. The question is,
Il faut choisir entre manger et lire.
or do you want food on your plate?
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
Perhaps you'd like to take your books with you.
Malheureusement, c'est pas faux. Moi, je pense que les livres, ils devraient être remboursés par la Sécu. À mon avis, c'est...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's
C'est
not.
vraiment
You can't force him to
indispensable.
sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other people's business.
My
Je
liege,
pense qu'il va y avoir de la
I am but
bagarre là.
one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Waouh.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master in this day and age.
Vas-y, la go lui casser la bouche.
Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed to be then, huh? Some sort of Guhua messiah?
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
Get a load of this guy. Just
Oh, ça blablate trop là, hein. Go faire la bagarre.
You crossed me. And you, Chang, you're selling that Corlapis whether you like it or not.
Par contre, toi, tu vas pas nous menacer comme ça, hein. Même si t'as un couteau.
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger. My days are numbered.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing
Si
that book?
insensible.
What does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore. But since you did stick up for me, please just take this book and leave me in peace.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Mhm.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here.
Bon. Nous, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Mais on s'en fout de Xingqiu. Eh, vous essayez de prononcer les noms correctement quand c'est des noms comme ça chinois ou vous vous en foutez? Et vous dites Xingqiu. Alors, par où il est parti? M'en fous, m'en fous pas lui. Ouais, je peux comprendre. Ah, il est là. Il est en train de bouquiner tranquille.
So, you like reading, huh, Mr. 5-second hero?
Oh, amazing! I never saw that coming.
Hello? Xingqiu? Anybody in there?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
Ce type travaillait pour le notable Maokai, non?
How can they bully poor old
Extorsion pure et simple.
forcing him to sell his ore for
On peut trouver un moyen de l'aider.
Don't
Nous,
forget
on est
me.
des gentils.
I'm in too.
Oh,
Oh, il va nous aider.
now you
OMG.
can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Cheng the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Cheng the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. It is the just thing to do. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection.
Waouh. Il a aucune idée, je
Of
pense.
course I do.
Ah si, il a une idée, il a un plan.
Anyway. I still need to work out the details.
Ouais, non, t'as un mytho,
Give
t'as
me
pas
a
de plan du
second
coup.
to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you?
Ah bah voilà, c'est ça le
Think
plan,
no one's
on le
really
défonce
gonna
lui.
get hurt? I gotta hand it to the goofball clan. Would you lack in
Ah mais il
numbers and
traîne avec des
talent to make
fatouilles en
up for
plus,
in
c'est pas des
guts?
fatouilles ça?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I
Non,
say
là, les
goofball clan?
espèces
I
de
meant
lapines
goofball
magiques.
clan. That's what you goofballs call it, right?
Yo, Ikari,
There's a saying that goes,
tu vas bien?
the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Quit quoting proverbs at me, you buffoon.
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest
T'as
trader,
compris sa ref
especially when the one you
à
seek to
Xingqiu.
threaten is one to whom I owe a debt of gratitude.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang and all. But you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the fatigue
Ah, je
to back
savais
me
que c'était
up.
des fatouilles.
A whole army
Ça va
of you
tranquille.
and your little goo-wah buddies wouldn't be able to help you now.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict. Why should I cower in the face
Ah, mais on
of
dirait les mecs là qui parlent pendant 20 minutes avant de se taper.
But now it's time for you to learn your lesson.
Go vous battre. Hein. À un moment.
I'm a rock. Diana special. Let me amuse myself. Help protect us. Yeah.
On doit faire la bagarre un peu. Mais ils se sont barrés où? Ah mais attends, il est là. Il a une petite épée, ok.
rain outlines your fate.
J'ai pas trop compris ce qu'il a fait, mais
Know my sword.
ok.
Let me weave you a verse.
Il a des petites épées autour de lui, incroyable. C'est déjà fini? Oh non.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round, but you better watch your back. This
Je
isn't
sais pas
over.
dans quoi tu t'es fait pourrir.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson?
Vous possédez un œil divin?
Though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against my
Du
opponent.
coup, lui, c'est un personnage
Though I
hydro.
long to restore Guhua to its former glory,
C'est ça, de ce que j'ai vu.
no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do
Donc c'est un perso
business,
qu'on peut avoir, lui?
and I will ensure the matter is resolved
Il a
satisfactorily.
l'air plutôt cool.
It's not like the Patui to pick sides in a business dispute. but the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here.
Une machination de plus grande envergure.
I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe the two of you could go and investigate.
That idea works, but what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
You really have stuff to
C'est
do?
parti de la nationale.
Are you
De la
sure
nationale?
you're not just using us as your errand runners?
Wow. So that's how that turned out.
Ok, il est reparti à lire son bouquin.
Extraordinary.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying. Paimon just wants to slap him right in his stupid face.
Comment j'aimerais bien voir Paimon se battre avec quelqu'un. Mais bref, on va aider Chang.
Fine. But, as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly nickname for him. From now on, he shall be known as... Guhua Geek.
Ça marche.
You
Ok.
go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll go and stretch my legs.
Ok, ça marche. Et donc ça. Alors, nous du coup on retourne à Liyue. Hop. National, c'est le nom d'une team composée de Sucrose, Xingqiu, Xiangling, Bennett. Trop classe. Moi de toute façon tu me dis une team dans laquelle il y a Xiangling, ça me va. Ça peut être avec n'importe qui. Ça me va tout à fait. Son alternative connue est la Rational Raiden. Yingsu, Xiangling, Bennett, ok. Oh, le puits de science, Ikori, incroyable. Ikari, pardon. Ikari? C'est pas Ikori sur un... Oh, c'est Ikari, pardon, je t'appelle Ikori, désolé. Alors, Grand Wu, qu'est-ce que tu me dis? Meilleur perso à Raiden. Alors, je connais pas encore. Moi, je suis un commerçant de Mondstadt et j'ai rendez-vous avec le notable Maokai.
He didn't mention anything about a meeting. The master's dealing with some urgent business today. All prior appointments have been cancelled.
Urgent business? What is it?
The master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet with a VIP client.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just...
Ah, je suis pas n'importe qui, mon bro.
No, I mean, yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me.
Souhaitez-vous expliquer ces frais supplémentaires à votre patron ou devrais-je le faire?
I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations
voilà.
with Xingqiu kiosk. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he finds out.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on our minds when my master's busy negotiating a big business deal with your boss.
Thank you. May your business forever be blessed by the Lord of Geo.
Alors,
Nice work. Paimon never knew
Peut-être
you
il
were
est
such a
au
tough
kiosque.
negotiator.
Non, j'ai juste improvisé. Je peux pas féliciter Paimon, c'est pas possible.
Now Paimon knows not to let your wily ways get the better of her in the future. Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui. In that case, let's get ourselves over
Allez,
to
go au
the Xingqiu
kiosque.
kiosk.
Go chasser.
This business is booming at the Xingqiu kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
Je pense que je peux passer par là.
I understand. I do. Please, do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed.
Oh, il bosse avec les fêtes, oui. C'était sûr.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet. But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result.
C'est quelqu'un de mystérieux, lui, il a une
We are
capuche.
willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you, don't you?
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui. Who knows if Gua Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
Après que les méchants ils travaillaient avec les fatouis, c'est pas non plus incroyable, quoi. On s'en doutait un peu, à vrai dire. Mais on peut aller en informer Xingqiu. Effectivement. Bon, j'ai encore des petits problèmes d'endurance, moi. Hop.
You said you had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery. When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
Ouh, nous voyons désormais clair dans le jeu du notable Maokai.
I see.
Mhm.
I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to do. My liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Il utilise un langage codé. Peut-être qu'il écrit juste mal.
There's no need for you to read it.
C'est pas grave.
The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why would they want to help us?
La guilde des marchands de Feiyun.
Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around here.
Mhm.
Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action.
Ouais, j'espère que ça va
Gentry
fonctionner.
Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own.
Moi, je pense qu'on y va comme ça et on se bat.
For
Hein.
anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
That sounds
C'est
very
beau.
lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can
C'est
carry
beau
on
ce qu'il nous
reading
dit.
your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey, stop ignoring Paimon!
J'étais déjà allé au pavillon. Mais je ne saurais dire où c'était. Donc on va suivre la carte. OMG, on est passé niveau 31. Ah si, il y a un truc que je voulais faire après ça. C'était retourner aux profondeurs spiralées. Ah mais oui, c'était ici, je m'en souviens bien sûr.
We come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again.
Comment ça?
Don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can he actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your hosts for tonight. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare. Please take a seat here in Leo Li Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
Yay! Tasty snacks! They're giving us the VIP treatment.
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun
On a
Commerce
invité à
Guild.
rester ici, c'est
When
bizarre.
honored guests grace us with their presence, far be it from us to shirk our duty to them. Please, this way.
C'est bizarre. Ok. Continuons.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liu. That will put him in a rather sticky situation. Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Tevat would be unable to make their product.
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between him and the Fatui.
On est en train de faire des opérations financières
Huge.
d'envergure
Is it
là.
really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis in the harbor?
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation in the matter. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked their respective locations on your map. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm.
Oh, le
You'll need to
gouffre.
purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another one at the chasm, and then Chang the Ninth. Roger that!
Of
Let's
course,
go.
We are not expecting you to cover the costs.
Bah j'espère bien, je vais pas les acheter de ma poche.
So many more! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out Lioli Pavilion and eat there for a whole month!
Ah, c'est généreux, c'est généreux.
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. It's just par for the course now. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle
Allez,
once
go.
you've purchased all the core lapis. Please
Let's go.
Gotta hand it
On va
to
acheter
Guhua Geek. This is some seriously
tous les cœurs de lapis qui traînent du coup. Et on va pouvoir se rendre au gouffre. C'est une région que j'ai découvert il y a pas longtemps, qui est vraiment incroyable je trouve. Vraiment trop belle. Alors, hop. Xingqiu,
I can do for you?
tu vas me filer ton lapis.
You want all my core That's sad. None are in writing. The buyers are being incredibly...
Et c'est la guilde de marchands de Feiyun qui régale. Let's go.
Oh, nothing. And don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Thank you for your
Ok, ça
patronage.
marche.
We hope the Feiyun Commerce Guild will...
Hop, première boutique, c'est fait. Hop,
Good day, my
deuxième
friend.
boutique. Ah, mais on connaît lui.
Apologies, but I'm out of stock at the moment.
Reste des cœurs de lapis
I
ou pas?
thought you were here to purchase Snezhnayan product. No, that I still have. Although I ship it all to factories in Snezhnayan. Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry.
Si on prend tout.
No. All right, I'll do it. Just Clearly no
Allez, let's go.
shortage of cash flow.
Hop, finis-nous tes cœurs de lapis et le marchand de fleurs. Bah oui, le marchand de fleurs, je le déteste avec sa petite moustache là.
All of it? Though my business may not seem so big, all of it would be far more than you actually want.
Ouais, je viens au nom de la guilde, file-moi tout.
If it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Ok, hop, les 3 boutiques ici, c'est fait. Next. On va au gouffre. Ah. C'est ici le plus proche du coup. Hop. Ouais, le gouffre, vraiment une région incroyable. Trop belle. Hop, on va traverser ici. Je passe pas là. Si, pas l'impression. On va aller récupérer les lapis qui sont là-bas. Un peu court. Hop. J'ai pas envie de me battre. Hop. Alors, mon bon monsieur, Shizhuang le Fort.
Hello there.
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped.
Ah, quel est ton
The
prix?
original buyer's price was already quite high.
7 millions de moras, oui, bien sûr.
We spent less than 2 million more.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while.
Ouais. Je peux pas dire que c'est malhonnête, parce que le mec, il a de la demande et il augmente le prix, normal. Mais par contre, c'est 4 fois son prix.
Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine.
All right. We'll pay. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at...
Wait, surely
Oh, la
there's-
menace.
There's no need for that.
Hop, tu prends ça, tu nous laisses les cœurs et tu te barres.
It's not even your money. Why be...
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent so much in one go. If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
I understand. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery.
Ouais, bien
I
sûr.
don't know where exactly, but
Le stock
if I
s'est
can't
fait voler
retrieve the
par les
goods,
brutaux
so
Colinus.
maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. Oh, thank you
Okay.
very much.
That's that then.
Le mec essaye de nous arnaquer et en plus, faut qu'on se tape le sale boulot. Incroyable. Alors, 5 chariots. Bon, il y en a un là-bas déjà.
Oh yeah, we make a note of the location. Well,
Hop, ça en fait un. Bon, là, a priori, il n'y a rien dans celui-ci. Il y a un petit panorama à regarder. Petit panorama, on aime les panoramas. Si j'arrive à le... Ouais, c'est pas le plus beau panorama du jeu, clairement.
another one down.
Deuxième chariot. Est-ce qu'il y en a... Ah, j'ai trop la flemme de sortir Noël. Pour casser les minerais. Il y en a un ici.
Here we go. Quick, make
Ok, il y en a un peu plus loin. C'était 5 chariots, il est où le 5e?
I'm a rock. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Ah ouais, il est là-bas. Parfait. Hop, donc 4.
All right. That's a big old stash of core lapis.
Merde. Pardon, attendez. Je viens de lancer Guild Wars 2. par mes gardes. Hop, et ça fait 5. Nickel.
I said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks.
Oh la flemme de casser le minerai. Ah, excusez-moi. Hop. Hop, excusez-moi pour ces petits lags intempestifs. Attendez, ceci dit, ça se grimpe ça ou pas? Parce que je vois qu'il y a un seau à récupérer. Je suis mal. Nickel, hop. Ça c'était sur la route. On prend. Hop.
Here, we've made a note of the cart's locations, all 5 of them. Can you sell us the core lapis now?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both. Yes, let's make this official.
Done and dusted. Yeah! We make a great
Bien
team,
joué,
don't we?
Paymon.
Now for the final
Une fois n'est
stop
pas
on our
coutume.
core lapis crawl.
Tu es utile. Hop. Et le dernier, c'est ici. Ok. On récupère du coup le minerai de Chang, le 9e. Ouais. Il me semblait bien que j'avais pas assez d'endurance pour faire ça. Il faut que je m'en occupe parce que cette jauge d'endurance commence... Oui, bah monte à côté de l'échelle, t'as raison. T'as raison mon bro. Hop. Oh, attends. Ce serait pas un Gyrocristal 38, incroyable celui-là. Incroyable.
I was just thinking to myself, Gentry mouth-sized thugs have been mysteriously absent for a while now. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing from them again.
Oh? What happened?
Hop, on te prend tes cœurs.
Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him to the post, eh? Appearances can be deceiving, that's for sure.
Qu'est-ce que tu racontes, mon bro?
But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible. The maximum I can do is 40% off, and...
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You
On
mean
est des gentils.
you're not trying to force the price down? I can't believe it. I will make a profit on this batch after all. But Gentry mouth-sized thugs could still come back after I've sold it.
If
On s'en
Paimon
occupe
told
là.
you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Eh, fais confiance.
Okay then. But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do with so much core lapis?
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
On enverra quelqu'un pour la
Thank
marchandise.
you a million times over. I really don't know what to say.
De rien, mon
People
bro.
always get what's coming to them in the end. And so will the nasty people. Anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the...
Ok, let's go. On va aller voir Maokai se faire punir. Je pense que je peux me TP ici. Ça devrait nous rapprocher suffisamment. Ouais, c'est peut-être pas le meilleur endroit en fait où me TP. Peut-être, si vous le permettez, que je vais faire un petit crochet pour récupérer le TP qui est... ouais, c'est très haut quand même. y a pas de pause avant un petit moment. Je sais pas en fait si je passe. Je sais pas si j'ai l'endurance. On va y aller tranquillement. Hop. Faut que je passe dans le petit conduit là, naturel, juste en haut. Bon, je pense qu'on fait ça. Et puis après, on va faire... On va aller voir aux profondeurs spirales. Voir si j'arrive... c'est un chouï. Oh putain, je me déteste. Je me hais. Pourquoi j'ai sauté à la fin? Ok, bah vous savez quoi, à ce moment-là, j'irai plus tard récupérer ce point de TP. Voilà. Ce sera ma punition. Hop.
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
You better believe it. We're the ones who've been doing all the work. What exactly have you been doing all this time?
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to finish the book off, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Divine Halberd, an ominous sword. Mir and Wei Yang. The way the story develops across the first 5 volumes. Nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? Words fail me. How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
And this is related to Gentry Moutsai how?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation.
Est-ce que ton roman se finit bien?
Rather good. Thanks. I only hope that as our plan reaches its denouement, it too will live up to its expectations.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? No fair. So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big dramatic showdown thing that's supposed to happen?
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out.
Okay.
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild had been on an acquisition spree. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain yourselves. What is the meaning of this persecution?
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wronged. Was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't beat around the bush.
Allez, go se battre.
Please. Seize their core lapis.
Can't handle your drink. Oh, Boba, get them.
Ah non, c'est pas elle que je voulais, du coup c'est lui. Je voulais voir un petit peu ce qu'il avait comme sort. Ouais. Il va pas se réunir par contre? Ça vous dit pas de...
Power of Guhua. Huh?
I'm a rock.
Hop, on va soigner tout le monde, que je puisse jouer.
Twin blade.
Look at you, Foozle. Pew pew.
No escape.
Boba, get them. That really hurt.
Bon, arrête de gigoter, toi.
Disappear.
Hop là.
Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue this fight would be to incur greater losses than I can accept.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off. The core lapis is almost within our grasp.
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only? I did not lend you my men to have them stir up trouble at your beck and call.
What are you saying? Master, everything I did with only one thing in mind. To complete the order.
Then figure it out by yourself.
Don't go. Wait. Master, wait.
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young man, I am unscathed.
My lord?
Yes, jeune maître.
You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
OMG.
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Drats! I've been played like a fiddle.
Gentry
Yotsuki.
coercion and intimidation are hardly the
Bienvenue,
attributes of
j'espère
a
que tu vas bien.
respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
You meddling swine. Well, go on. Tell me, what will you sell it for?
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
Ouais, ça me semble bien. 3 fois le prix du marché, c'est bien.
Subject me to such viciousness.
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision.
Fine.
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business
Hop.
and hope you will continue to do business.
On l'a remis à sa place, Maokai. Direct.
Funny-speaking, book-reading, guhua-geeking Xingqiu are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day? That was...
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutside in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation.
Vous devriez savoir écrire correctement alors.
Very droll. My family can always tell me from my handwriting.
Hop.
It's
Le petit
certainly
tacle,
one of
c'est
my
gratuit.
distinguishing features.
Yikes!
On en profite.
Paimon been calling you guhua
Bah ouais, Paimon.
this
T'as
whole
encore dit des
One
bêtises.
of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like
Chut, Paimon, c'est bon, c'est bon, c'est bon. Hop.
And sorry, very sorry.
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Save me, save me. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
Je pense qu'il plaisante, mais honnêtement, je sais pas si on peut te couper, couper les jambes, peut-être pas, mais couper la langue, ce serait pas si mal.
I have the 2 of you to thank for this successful resolution.
Je dis ça,
Really, you
je dis rien.
meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. What? I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his grip to have made such valiant.
Allez.
My lord, forgive the intrusion.
Please inform my father that
Stop blablater là.
I have
Blablabla,
a
ok,
might
ok.
this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgression.
For all your clever long words.
Très bien, très bien.
You're just a
What if I told you that a reward awaits?
reward.
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay.
Ouais, j'avoue que t'aurais pu nous prévenir que t'étais à son service, mais
Thank you in
pas de
advance
soucis.
for returning the book for me.
Hop, bon, on va aller finir ça. en rendant le bouquin juste là à Chang, le 9e. Ouais, je profite bien de Genshin, écoute. On est en mode découverte à la cool. Découverte du jeu, de l'histoire, enfin de tout, des personnages. Ça se passe plutôt bien jusque-là. Je te remercie. Hop. On finit avec ça et on file aux profondeurs spiralées. Ce sera notre deuxième passage là-bas. Alors, Chang, on te ramène ton livre. Et récupérer tous ces livres, trop bien. Content d'avoir pu t'aider, bro.
You have no idea how the Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former... Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final...
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's
Hop,
your book.
le bouquin.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had swindled me.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old and was once held in high esteem. To
Et on veut
instigate a revival,
pas...
you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard. In any case,
Ouais.
Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness
Non,
with
on va pas
kindness,
chercher. On va juste dire que la renaissance de l'art Gua arrivera peut-être plus vite qu'il le pense.
Anyway,
Bref.
you wanted the Liyue volume of the Tevat. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge
C'est vrai que j'avais
generosity.
presque oublié qu'on
My
venait
ore
pour
is
le
sold
guide.
and my treasured books have returned.
Marque-page.
What?
What was that? Paimon saw something fun.
Oh, no, that little rascal.
Plaît-il? C'était quoi l'histoire avec le marque-page? Bon, quoi qu'il en soit, voilà qui marque la fin de cette petite série de quêtes. Hop. On verra la suite une prochaine fois.